Crystal and Margaret and everybody else said we had to come up with a name. I have people here tonight. It's like the last time I had people here. I had Blake and Paul playing typewriters, right? So Crystal said we had to come up with a name, and my first instinct, no joke, was to name our band the Johann von Goethe Cal Says Moo. Makes no sense at all. I had this idea for a speak and say with poets on it, but instead of actually having the poets screaming their poetry when you turn a little dial, right? They make animal noises. So I was like Jason Kieran and the Johann von Goethe Cow Says Moo, or Jason Kieran and the Dylan Thomas cat says cluck cluck. So then I came up with Jason Kieran and the Backwash of Berlioz, which equally is ridiculous. Why? Because Berlioz was a classical composer. He didn't play any wind instruments. He didn't play any wind instruments, right? And furthermore, there were no 40s around when Berlioz was king. So there's no complaints about his backwash. Who drinks 40s in this room? That man's a lush. Ooh, it sounds good. You hear these guys? He's been playing bass for like 15 years. This guy, he picked up the trumpet yesterday. Seriously, he just added savant to his title. I've called him an idiot, in case anybody didn't. Idiot savant? Forget it. Why do I tell jokes? This guy's good. It's fun times. When at first I had the chance to take a ski-ba-de-bop-do-opportunity to bless these restless ears with ears of tangible voice, from pipes in nights of tattered parallel, I did. And I found a fair moaning melody, melismically tease out and spout these tones so sound and so beat that I rose in tones of sweet poems. And Billie Holiday, see, she lay bare-tongued across the bottom rungs of this ladder. And I remember the first time that I heard that Sunday was gloomy, and with shadows I spent them all. My heart and I have decided to. And I remember the first time that I saw Ma Rainey shine me her big, beautiful, barraging black bottom, her cowboat stuck in the muck and entrance of the undone history of the dance itself. And I remember that day that Nina Simone died. I was standing flat and shirtless in a southern heat to beats. So hot, man, that even my eyes were sweating. At that decadent Decatur balcony while old Johnny Boy violined a dirge in the hallways, always stringless. You see, he just horse-heraldly hummed that harmony Orpheus, while clowns and umbrellas umbra'd the French Quarter, while harlequin hobos and hounds howled and funeral through the streets to beats. I venerate these musicians. And I deify the simplicity of the blues. Tone rose on one note road, toes tapping blue on green Dolphin Street, where I meet women who endlessly collapse into song. In New Orleans, where my baby never treats me sweet and gentle the way she should. I've still got it bad, man, and that ain't good. But then again, well, my baby's never treated me so gentle. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Alyssa, I remember her name, and it's 6 feet 2 inches tall, man, all brunette. You can bet that you can find her blowing deep any night of the week in a jazzy tone and a one-note call, with its insides careening on its outs. She'd spouts above the drums, the cymbals, and all that guitar. She'd spouts above the drums, the cymbals, and all that guitar. She blow deep from that soul, and that soul blowing from that soul blowing from that soothing-bop-de-yop-a-dum bass that dropped my throat to the choking diaphragm. And man, I was in something. It probably wasn't love. But from New Orleans on, it was heels over head style. Well, all the girls I fell for were just jazz songs and the singing. And I fell for that brunette in that black dress with the whiskey grip, the chain smoked femme fatale that would rile my nerves and drop my heart to a single beat. She was every woman that Humphrey Bogart ever fell in love with. And I could see that past that recedes away in front of me with the future climbing up from behind. What mattered was the poetry in that instant. What was called love was the song. What lasted was miles and miles of Dizzy, Nina, Eddie, Billy, even June Christie. What mattered was the song. What mattered was the influence of the creativity and poetry. What lasted was this instant, with musicians like these. What lasts is this, in music. Like the beer, not the president. You know who wrote the music there was this guy. Blake Organti actually wrote that music. Oh, give it up for these guys. Thank you very much.